Welcome to the High School Spotlight. I'm your host, Taylor Nettle, and we've got an action-packed episode for you today. We recap the best moments from week 2 of high school football, including the historic victory that snapped the longest losing streak in the state. Plus, we sit down with 2 talented volleyball programs that are on the hunt for another state title, and a look back at the Episcopal Round Table Run. But first, we sit down with LHSAA Executive Director Eddie Bonine for the first edition of LHSAA 101, right after the break. Don't go anywhere. The High School Spotlight is just getting started.
For over 100 years, our families have gathered together to share with each other our challenges and hopes, to take this light we've been gifted and paint a brighter future for the next generation. The seeds we plant today are the bounty we harvest tomorrow. As farmers, we know that together we're stronger than we could ever be apart. We're the Louisiana Farm Bureau, and we're the voice of Louisiana agriculture.
So it's going to come down to this.
Can they do it?
Oh no, they missed it! Wait a minute! There's a flag on the play!
Welcome back to the High School Spotlight and welcome in to our first edition of LHSAA 101. I am joined here today with the Executive Director, Eddie Bonine of the LHSAA. We're going to explain the practices and policies of the LHSAA today. In this first segment, we're looking back at how the split between select and non-select schools began. Mr. Bonine, thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you for having me.
Let's take a look back at how those two split became a thing between select and non-select.
When it goes back to 2013, which was prior to me becoming the Executive Director, the principals across the state voted 206 to 119 to split the state. That would mean that the select schools included the private, the parochial, and some of the charter schools, while the non-select schools were traditional public schools. The idea was to create a balance for some schools and that had open enrollment and a broader attendance zones than others. And that's why it came down to what we did in 2013.
So the LHSAA administration did not make that decision?
No, that vote came directly from the principals. The administrative team here, we can make suggestions, but we don't have a vote when it comes to the convention. So it's all about the principals making that vote. They're doing what they need to do. Because this was a big issue, we have had some policy changes since my arrival in 2015, and now it takes 2/3 of a vote to pass a significant change like this. However, we have seen in the course of the last 10 years where specifically a classification, B and C, for example, they chose to reunite and eliminate the split in their participation. So we can make some changes in each respective classification, 5A, 4A, 3A, 2A, 1A. B and C, as I just said, have already done that. And in specifically not just in the class, but can do it in a sport. So we have other ways to do that now as well.
When you look back at this split, how has it helped, but what problems has it also created?
Well, it pleased the principals at the time because of the disadvantage they felt that they had, and as they progressed forward, it also created some challenges, and the challenges are now we have more championships. Specifically when we go to the Superdome or other places with the big venues, they became financially challenging for some of those classifications where they had the number of schools that were participating in the postseason, and it did produce that. But over time, this office, with the cooperation of our executive committee, which represents all of the schools across our state, have found a way to get a plan in place to address the select, non-select in the sports in which we have it now, which is obviously football, basketball, boys and girls basketball, baseball, and softball.
So in closing, the split came from member schools. It was a decision made by them aiming to really prioritize that balance and that fairness. And while it did solve some problems, it did in return create some new ones. In our next episode, we're going to take a look back at what happened in 2020 when schools tried to bring the system back together and why it didn't work. Mr. Bonine, thank you so much for joining me today for this edition.
Thank you.
We'll be right back with the LHSAA's High School Spotlight Show.
Protect what matters most to you and find out the many ways you can benefit. 100% free tuition and fees to all state colleges. job training in over 150 different career fields, healthcare, pay, and much more. The Louisiana Army National Guard, part-time service with lifelong benefits. Find out more by visiting www.lang-recruiting.com.
The LHSAA Network TV app features a 24/7 live channel as well as on-demand content with all the high school sports you want, and it's totally free. The app is available for download on TV-connected devices, including Roku, Apple TV, and Amazon Fire TV. It's the only place where every day is game day. Download the LHSAA Network TV app today.
Welcome back. Northlake Christian volleyball is coming off back-to-back state titles, and this year the Lady Wolverines have the talent and experience to do it all over again. But this season, they're really putting an emphasis on relying on their faith as the foundation and guidance throughout the year.
This year's message behind the Northlake Christian volleyball program is that their hard work will pay off, as it already has for the past 2 seasons. Despite graduating 3 starters, the Lady Wolverines have experienced returners and talented underclassmen who have put in the work to replace the production that Northlake lost.
We're not just going to be satisfied with losing them and like, oh, okay, like we don't have a chance. We do have a chance, so we're going to continue to work hard. And like we do have a lot of options on our bench. Like it's really deep. So they're all capable of being able to get on the court and put the ball down and do what they need to do.
They knew this was going to happen. They knew that this year was a year that they were going to have to come up and really show up for the varsity team. And I just think that they've been preparing, and that this year, like, they're feeling that connection as well, and it's making them feel like a part of the team.
All of the seniors and girls really that are on the court right now had an opportunity to contribute to both state championships. So they already have it in them to finish points. It's just finding that confidence in the new leadership role that they're in. And so it's been cool to watch them kind of step up and kind of, fill those roles that graduated last year.
Most of the team has stayed the same. Like, I've been playing with some of these girls for like such a long time, so like we just depend on each other so much, and knowing that we can push through. Especially winning the past 2 years, it's when we get in those stressful moments, we just remind ourselves like we've been here before, like we can push through and finish.
There's 5 seniors guiding the Lady Wolverines this year who have embraced their leadership roles within the team.
I'm super grateful for this group of girls and all their hard work. All 5 of our seniors, Michaela, Ava, Dorothy, Chloe, and Abigail, have just set the tone that it's not just volleyball, it's Jesus and volleyball.
The seniors have taken their leadership roles as an opportunity to prioritize fulfilling their faith alongside of their endeavors on the volleyball court by hosting a weekly team Bible study.
We've always tried to do some type of devotion, just being a Christian school, but this year I really feel like the seniors have just weekly have made it just a priority for this team, and they've kind of taken it on themselves to like be the leadership in that role.
We were blessed to be able to start an FCA just like program at Northlake. We had been talking about it towards the end of last school year. So over this summer, the Lord has been putting on my heart to start that up with another senior, Abigail Willie. She is doing FCA at Northlake. So I kind of talked to her about it. So I would say it was kind of a joint effort of just all of us coming together and wanting to focus our eyes on the Lord as we went into the season.
This year we're kind of been more like disciplined, meeting once a week, talking about it, and it kind of just keeps our team centered and focused on like the most important thing, which is Christ. And volleyball is important too, and like that's like why we're a team, but winning is not the most important. It's like keeping Christ centered and like having that fellowship.
The weekly Bible studies have helped the chemistry of the Northlake volleyball team flourish.
It just creates a more like team-like chemistry and just like environment. We're like just so comfortable around each other, and it's just so easy to talk to one another without each other getting frustrated or anything like that.
I feel like since we've grown closer, we feel more comfortable with each other to like be accountable, like, which is hard if the team's not close, but us like just knowing each other so well and just like having that fellowship has helped.
I definitely just feel like during practice, like we've always been a really close-knit team since I like became a part of this team, but I just like this year I just feel really unified with everyone, and I just like I feel like the Lord's really here, and that our eyes are all like focused on Him, and that everything we do is to glorify Him, and anything that comes with it is just an extra blessing.
Every year the Lady Wolverines pick a team Bible verse. This season, the team picked Galatians 6:9, which has inspired the work ethic and mindset of this year's group.
I mean, it says it in our team verse, Galatians 6:9. It says, "Don't grow weary while you're doing good. In due season, you will reap." And I just think that that's honestly what I try to keep my mind focused on, is that like I'm obviously in like life, like do good for the Lord, but also when it comes to sports and when it comes to volleyball specifically, like your hard work will pay off. And I think that's something that I think we're all just really focusing on, that we're putting in the work.
Well, Galatians is kind of what we've centered our team around, not growing weary of doing good. So kind of just staying disciplined, keeping each other accountable, because some of us like may make mistakes or whatever, but having each other to pick us back up has been good.
And I think it's so important for this group because they are coming off 2 state championships, and the seniors just thought, you know what, we've been working hard. It's our chance to lead. And I think they chose that verse because they just see that, you know, they've been working so hard. They've been driving, and now they're starting to see that fruit in the Bible study and the consistency.
The Northlake volleyball team feels that if they remain disciplined in their faith, embody their team Bible verse, and keep up their hard work on the court, the Lady Wolverines can bring home their 3rd consecutive state title.
I really think that this year, with our eyes so focused on the Lord, and we have the skill and we have the capability, I just think we say it a lot, but just finishing, I think we can sometimes get caught in moments that we just will start to give up, and I think it's really important to just really push through, and I definitely think we have the skill and capability if we do that.
You know, we've worked really hard the last 5 years of just building a program of hardworking girls who love each other and who love others. Not just the teammates, but teams we play, other coaches we face, and you know, it's nothing necessarily we've done specifically as coaches, but really the girls kind of just creating that atmosphere.
Coming up, a look back at last week's exciting Thursday night matchup between St. Amant and Cecilia. You're watching the High School Spotlight. We'll be right back.
At Ochsner, we know healing is a team sport. That's why we've partnered with world-renowned orthopedic surgeon Dr. James Andrews to create the Ochsner Andrews Orthopedics and Sports Medicine Institute. Whether you're a professional athlete or a weekend warrior, our team of specialists are dedicated to getting you back in the game. So whatever your reasons are for reaching your personal best, we've only got one: you. Ochsner Andrews Institute. Long live you.
The start of school means the start of new sports seasons, which unfortunately can mean injuries. Too often, sports injuries are treated with opioids, leading to addiction among our youth. And drug addictions can cause overdoses and deaths. If you're injured, ask your doctor for medicines and therapies that don't use opioids. And if you're struggling with opioid addiction, we can offer treatment. Opioid addiction is a losing game. You can help. Learn more at realhelpvr.com. That's realhelpvr.com.
For over 100 years, our families have gathered together to share with each other our challenges and hopes, to take this light we've been gifted and paint a brighter future for the next generation. The seeds we plant today are the bounty we harvest tomorrow. As farmers, we know that together we're stronger than we could ever be apart. We're the Louisiana Farm Bureau, and we're the voice of Louisiana agriculture.
If you want to break the rock, you need to make yourself indestructible. If you want to play between the hedges, you need to work out there, up there, down there, everywhere. If you want to reach the win bar, you need to lose sleep, lose count. You need to play every game like you got nothing to lose.
Welcome back. Last Thursday, St. Amant and Cecilia went head-to-head in a thriller. The Gators coming from behind to take down the Bulldogs 60-56. Our very own Spencer Verrett was there and has the story on the high-scoring matchup.
What a game here at the Pit. Sandomal and Cecilia going head-to-head, toe-to-toe almost the whole time. The Bulldogs take a 3-point lead with 1:17 left, but Cooper Babbitt and the Gators race down the field and score with just 15 seconds on the clock and hold the Bulldogs from there in an early season contender for Game of the Year.
Well, we were in a good spot the whole game. We were up 2 scores the majority of the time, and we just fell behind. We had a few drives where we didn't convert. We just didn't finish. But I'm just proud of the guys, man. We fought through a lot. I mean, a lot of people were cramping. It was a rough night on us body-wise, but I'm proud of everybody. Everybody stepped up and they played great. And I couldn't have done it by myself in the last shot. A lot to my teammates. Shout out to Quinn LSR. That was a heck of a catch in the corner right there. I just love my guys, man. That was a good drive.
I mean, yeah, we trust our defense, and any given night, they could play for us, we could play for them. So, I mean, it feels great to get the dub. We're just gonna, just come back next week, just get better, and it just feels great. It feels great to get dub.
Yeah, but I don't remember one like this, a 60-56. It just came down to who had the ball last. I mean, they were elite on offense, and I thought we were as good as you could be. Cooper Babbitt is the straw that stirs the drink, and we got plenty of weapons around him, and he had an elite night, and so did the skill guys around him. It was really whoever had the ball last was going to win that game.
The Gators confident on that last drive that with no timeouts and just 1:17 on the clock that they would score, and Babin leading this offensive group perfectly down the field and finding Quentin Ellisar in the end zone to seal the win.
Yeah, he's got a lot of experience. He started since he was a freshman, and so this is his 4th year getting some action, and he was very calm and cool, and we work this drill every week, so he gets a chance. But he made that last throw was incredible, and guys just made plays around him, and it was an exciting game.
You got no timeouts. What was it, 1:30 around there? Yeah, something like that. You got no timeouts, so you have to get out of bounds. You're going to need some big plays because you can't just move methodically down there, so you're going to need a few plays here and here. But we stayed on that side of the field, and we attacked that boundary, and my guys made plays when it came down to it. They knew I needed them. I couldn't really run in the after the third quarter. I was dealing with some cramps, but my guys stepped up in a big time way, and they helped me out a lot.
We knew we were going to get it done. We have complete trust in each other, and he has that trust in us, and all 4 of our receivers and our running back. We just have that trust, and our offensive line, they're big leaders. So we knew we were going to go score and win this game, and it just happened.
Babin and Ellisar, both seniors on this Sandomal team, relishing in the moment that they will never forget for the rest of their lives.
As of right now, that is the highlight of my career right there, man. These are my guys. We've been playing Pee-wee, we've been playing middle school, and now we're at high school, and now we're seniors, and we get to do our thing out here, and we love it. But that's one that's going in the books for sure. That's my favorite win right there.
Yeah, we're basically family. We do everything together day in, day out. And, when the ball goes up, I know it's coming to me, and I know I'm going to come down with it. He knows it too, so that's every receiver in our room.
David Oliver, in his 18th season with the program, knows just how big of a win this could turn out to be. The team faced heavy pressure from the Bulldogs, but still came out on top.
I was pleased with the guys because I told them that, every week we give them 3 keys to victory, and one of the ones this week was, we didn't have any adversity last week up at Bird, so I said, man, we're going to have some. I didn't think it was going to be this stiff, but you got to stare it in the eye and attack it as a team, and I thought we did that. We stayed together, we didn't point fingers, and at the end we found a way to win.
Reporting from the Pit for the LHSAA Network, I'm Spencer Verrett.
Next up on the high school spotlight, one of the biggest storylines last week in high school football. The longest losing streak in the state was finally snapped. We've got the full story coming up. Stay with us.
Protect what matters most to you and find out the many ways you can benefit. 100% free tuition and fees to all state colleges. Job training in over 150 different career fields, healthcare, pay, and much more. The Louisiana Army National Guard. Part-time service with lifelong benefits. Find out more by visiting www.lang-recruiting.com.
At Breck Golf Courses, we focus on the highest level of play. That means award-winning courses, state-of-the-art practice facilities, unique shot-making opportunities, and tournament-level playing experiences. With 2 championship courses located in the parish, Beaver Creek and Santa Maria courses make the perfect setting to test your golf skills. Find your next hole-in-one with Breck Golf.
So it's going to come down to this. Can they do it?
Oh no, they missed it! Wait a minute! There's a flag on the play!
At Auctioner, we know healing is a team sport. That's why we've partnered with world-renowned orthopedic surgeon Dr. James Andrews to create the Auctioner Andrews Orthopedics and Sports Medicine Institute. Whether you're a professional athlete or a weekend warrior, our team of specialists are dedicated to getting you back in the game. So whatever your reasons are for reaching your personal best, we've only got one: you. Auctioner Andrews Institute. Long live you.
Welcome back. November 2019. That was the last time that Southwood football won a game. Up until last Thursday night, when the Cowboys broke a 43-game losing streak with a 16-15 win over Arcadia. A historic night for Southwood football and a direct result from what head coach Diamante Johnson has done since taking over at the helm of the Cowboys program.
That's the first message I told him. I said, y'all are winners and you will win.
And that's exactly what Southwood football did, finally locking in their first win since 2019. A historic moment for the program and an outcome the Cowboys saw coming with how much hard work that they've been putting in leading up to the game.
They were excited. You know, the kids were super excited, but they also knew going to that game that we were going to win because of the preparation leading up to it. You know, did we win like we really wanted to? No. You know, they'll tell you, I'm the first one to tell you, I wasn't a fan of winning by 1 point against, Arcadia, which is not a bad team, but, I know what we have in this building. But the kids they were excited, but, they knew going into that game we were going to win in some way, because the preparation was great the whole entire week.
As exciting as the long-awaited victory was, it's on to the next one for the Cowboys. Head coach Diamante Johnson is in his first year at the helm of the Southwood program, and his mindset is being directly implemented to his players.
So they carry the mindset of the head coach. They carry my mindset. They know I block out noise. I tell them to block out noise. They also carry the 24-hour mindset. The kids ain't talked about this past game since we started practice. After the game, they celebrated, had fun. After that, they didn't talk about it anymore. You don't hear them talking about it on campus. Because like I tell them, to be a champion, you have to have a 24-hour mindset. Okay, celebrate that win. Like I tell them, let's get ready for North Cattle. And that's what they've been. They don't care about what outsiders think. They really don't.
Heading into this season, Coach Johnson put together an all-star coaching staff.
The biggest change that I made was in the coaching staff. I brought in a new OC, Keandre Wooty, defensive coordinator, CJ Morgan, and a lot more guys, So these guys are great. They're phenomenal to the kids, and they're the ones that's doing all the work and making the changes in the program.
The experience these coaches have on the college level, both as players and coaches, made it even easier for Southwood players to buy into Coach Johnson and his staff's mission to lead the Cowboys to success.
And I think it's because of the background that these coaches have. Think about it. Keandre Wooty, Oklahoma State, North Arizona University, All-American quarterback coming out of high school. CJ Morgan, the same thing, played at Mississippi State. I think we all know we live in a time where kids see stuff like that right there. They think that's the coolest stuff in the world, because they all wish to be there at some point. So they bought in so fast, it was unreal. It's like we've been here for 5-10 years, I'm going to be honest with you.
With several new faces on the coaching staff, trust is something that needs to be built. Coach Johnson knows that and prioritizes the relationship that he has with each of his players.
It's the most important thing, especially on this high school level. You have to build that personal relationship with each and every player to get them to get up and play for you, because relationships matters. If you don't have a relationship with a kid, you can't coach him. But if you do have a relationship with him and, he understands that you truly love him, that kid is going to run through the wall for you regardless.
Coming up, we recap our Week 2 game of the week between the Ash Trojans and the Union Parish Farmers. We'll be right back.
For over 100 years, our families have gathered together to share with each other our challenges and hopes, to take this light we've been gifted and paint a brighter future for the next generation. The seeds we plant today are the bounty we harvest tomorrow. As farmers, we know that together we're stronger than we could ever be apart. We're the Louisiana Farm Bureau, and we're the voice of Louisiana agriculture.
If you want to break the rock, you need to make yourself indestructible. If you want to play between the hedges, you need to work out there, up there, down there, everywhere. If you want to reach the win bar, you need to lose sleep, lose count. You need to play every game like you got nothing to lose.
Welcome back. Week 2 football and the Trojans of Ash, who were in the Dome for the first time ever last season, flexed their muscles against the Farmers of Union Parish, who just missed out on the first time in 5 years last December. Our very own Steve Schneider has a recap of our LHSAA Network Game of the Week.
Touchdown catches for Alex Fontenot and 2 scores on special teams. Alexandria with a 57-0 win over Union Parish. Loads up, throws down the field to Fontenot. It's caught, makes a cut, he's in the end zone.
I thought we were really good on special teams. I thought that the kids, the blocked punt right before halftime was something that the kids made an adjustment to. Hey, they're blocking it this way, let's flip that. That was really good.
Latravius Williams blocks it. It's picked up and falling into the end zone is Townsend for the touchdown. What a play on special teams.
The Ash Trojans will hit the road for the first time this season at Destrehan Week 3, and they won't be riding the struggle bus after blowing the doors off West Feliciana and Union Parish Weeks 1 and 2.
Carson Sellers was in complete control tonight of this offense from every level, from passing the football to getting his team lined up.
I just wanted to get rolling, get my guys out there, build more confidence, just go out and compete, really. That's what we wanted to do from the beginning. We knew if we could get on them fast that we could get what we wanted to do done.
You had the starting position as a sophomore. There are not a lot of guys at this level that get that opportunity. How much have you improved or tried to improve in this year?
I've improved a lot. Going to work every day in the weight room, building chemistry with my guys helps a lot too. Just them helping me and I'm helping them too, and it's making us a lot better.
And what teammates would you talk about today that impressed you in terms of their performance, their effort?
Whole defense. Everybody on the defense. I think there's a bunch of guys on the offense. Noble, Kaysen, Alex, my O-line's doing a great job.
Ball on the 36-yard line. Handoff to Williams up the middle. Great cutback block. He's still on his feet at the 20. Inside the 15, spin move. He tiptoes down the sidelines and is knocked out around the 1. A 35-yard big-time run. Williams past one defender to the 40. Gets the corner. He's inside the 20. All the way! Touchdown! Kaysen Williams, his second of the night. Kaysen Williams is on their 46-yard line waiting for the punt. Boy, he uncorks one and gets a nice roll to the 40. Williams will field it. Gets one block and evades the extra. Gets to the 40. Kaysen Williams trying to turn the corner. He's got blockers. Flags fly, and he's knocked out at the 4. Williams with the wiggle. Looks like Odell Beckham Jr. tonight.
And the students are doing a color wars thing. Did you consider wearing something like that for this occasion?
I'm going to pass. That's probably not my personality, but I love our students, love our community. I feel like we've got a good Friday night atmosphere.
Up next, we take a look back at the Episcopal Round Table Run. Find out which runners across the state had a successful Saturday race. You're watching the High School Spotlight.
At Auctioner, we know healing is a team sport. That's why we've partnered with world-renowned orthopedic surgeon Dr. James Andrews to create the Auctioner Andrews Orthopedics and Sports Medicine Institute. Whether you're a professional athlete or a weekend warrior, our team of specialists are dedicated to getting you back in the game. So whatever your reasons are for reaching your personal best, we've only got one. You. Auctioner Andrews Institute. Long live you.
Protect what matters most to you and find out the many ways you can benefit. 100% free tuition and fees to all state colleges, job training in over 150 different career fields, healthcare, pay, and much more. The Louisiana Army National Guard, part-time service with lifelong benefits. Find out more by visiting www.lang-recruiting.com.
No one ever thinks they'll be in this position. Buying medication online could put you here, or here, or here. Counterfeit pills and other illicit substances are being laced with fentanyl, and fentanyl kills. It's 50 times stronger than heroin. Medical professionals can't even tell the difference between a real pill and one that is fake. At least not until they do your autopsy. Don't take anything online that doesn't come from your doctor. Buying online can leave you flatlined.
For over 100 years, our families have gathered together to share with each other our challenges and hopes, to take this light we've been gifted and paint a brighter future for the next generation. The seeds we plant today are the bounty we harvest tomorrow. As farmers, we know that together we're stronger than we could ever be apart. We're the Louisiana Farm Bureau, and we're the voice of Louisiana agriculture.
Checking back in on the high school spotlight, cross-country season is here, and Episcopal hosted a competitive meet this past weekend. We recap the best moments from Saturday morning at Highland Road Park.
Cross-country action at Highland Road Park for the first time this year, the Round Table Run, giving athletes their first chance to see where they stack up against their competition. A hotly contested boys race won in the end by Catholic High sophomore Augustin Juneau. The Bears also the winner in the team standings in the event, for the boys beating out Episcopal in second.
It feels great to be able to be the number one in the race. I think the hard work's definitely paying off, and I'm so glad I got to come out here and compete with all these very fast people, and I'm glad I could grow closer to my teammates in the process, and overall just have a good time out here. This team is definitely a brotherhood. We pray before every run, we play after every run. We grow closer to our brothers when we run. The pain, the suffering, it brings us together.
Finishing in third from the Lafayette area was Emerson Cullen, the David Thibodeau Bulldogs, the defending champs from last year's state meet in Division II. Cullen hoping this team can gel together to make another run at a title.
I liked how I finished. The start wasn't, like how I would have wanted it. Just felt sick through the first mile, but feel like I stuck with the front pretty well. But I know I can do better next week. So it takes a lot. I try to forget about it because I think my mind, just puts too much focus on it. But whenever I just zone out, I know I feel better. So.
The girls' race was much of the opposite. Mount Carmel senior Stella Junius dominated the race from start to finish to claim victory. The Cubs finished second in the team standings, and Junius likes where her team is heading in 2025.
There was a man yelling at me 100 left, and I knew there was not 100 left, more. And I was like, oh my gosh, this sucks. And then he yelled out 17:31, and I was so angry because I want to break 18. Usually, I was expecting another runner to be in this race that I was going to be with, so I took off my watch, and I was like, I'm going to race her, focus on her, but then I didn't see her, so then I was like, oh my gosh. So then people started yelling out times to me, and I was like, okay, this is where I'm at, and they were I think they said 11:57 at the 2 mile, and I was like, okay, yeah, I know where I'm at. So I kind of just went off that. I think we could have done so much better than we did, and we have 2 new runners on this team, and they're really good. They really are passionate about the sport, and I'm just I'm so grateful for them coming in because they really want to do well in the sport, and it's their first year, and they're already this is their first race, and they're doing so good. And it's I'm really excited for state and the rest of the season just to see how my teammates go.
And the winner for the meet, the St. Joseph's Red Stickers. Coach Mark LaHaye and his girls continue their dominant run in state, led by freshman Hannah Schneider, who finished 6th overall.
Well, the course was really nice. I've never seen it this nice ever. So I was okay, well, I have to really do my best. It's never going to be like this all the time. So I really tried to get out fast, and everyone was there. It was really anxiety because it's my first race, but I feel that really got me far into it. It's so uplifting, and like I couldn't think of a better like place to be, because like everyone is so nice. Like Coach Mark is like so like he's on it, like he knows what he's doing, and like it really helps us like really improve, and that's why we're doing like really good.
A great first Saturday in Highland Road Park for the year. Reporting for the LHSAA Network, I'm Spencer Verrett.
Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with a look at Catholic's big win over St. Thomas More. You're watching the High School Spotlight.
The LHSAA Network TV app features a 24/7 live channel as well as on-demand content with all the high school sports you want, and it's totally free. The app is available for download on TV-connected devices, including Roku, Apple TV, and Amazon Fire TV. It's the only place where every day is game day. Download the LHSAA Network TV app today.
So it's going to come down to this. Can they do it? Oh no, they missed it! Wait a minute. There's a flag on the play!
Protect what matters most to you and find out the many ways you can benefit. 100% free tuition and fees to all state colleges. Job training in over 150 different career fields, healthcare, pay, and much more. The Louisiana Army National Guard, part-time service with lifelong benefits. Find out more by visiting www.lang-recruiting.com.
For over 100 years, our families have gathered together to share with each other our challenges and hopes, to take this light we've been gifted and paint a brighter future for the next generation. The seeds we plant today are the bounty we harvest tomorrow. As farmers, we know that together we're stronger than we could ever be apart. We're the Louisiana Farm Bureau, and we're the voice of Louisiana agriculture.
Welcome back. Last week, Catholic and St. Thomas More went head-to-head in an exciting Friday night matchup. The Bears taking down the Cougars 35-28 to improve to 2-0 on the season.
A battle between Catholic High and St. Thomas More Friday night. The Bears were down 14-7 at the half, and they found the spark needed on offense and get a couple big stops on defense to capture a 35-28 win over the Cougars.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, the games against St. Thomas More are always kind of classics. They do a great job, and really Friday they executed a lot of things really well. And for us, you know, the kind of focus of the game was about effort. And at the end of the day, when we looked at the film, that was the thing that really made the result happen. You know, we had guys really playing hard, finishing plays. We had a bunch of big plays that, you know, a guy playing really hard at the end stops, and we end up getting a stop on defense later that drive, you know. So really things like that kept us in the game, and then just a great job of finishing at the end.
Junior running back Jaden Miles with 2 touchdowns on the night. Miles saying no changes had to be made at the half on the field, but with their mentality.
So first I would like to say thanks to our coach. Like, all week we've been prepared. We've been preparing. It was, like he said, our effort versus theirs, and we came in the game. We wanted it. It was a real good game, real good competitive game. But we wanted it more. Second half, we just came out. It was like, forget it, bro. Let's just play football. Let's just do what we got to do our job. And, yeah.
Really, that's it at the end of the day anyways, right? Like, it's just trusting their preparation, kind of simplifying things a little bit. And that was it in that instance. We just kind of had to reset. So they did a great job of that.
And the changes worked. The Bears rushing for 250 yards on the night and 4 rushing touchdowns. Miles, a big part of helping those skill position guys get it together.
I mean, first I'd like to thank God. You know, without him, none of that would be possible. But, like, I just came in that game watching film all week. You know, I'm gonna say, like, last year, it was a great game, but like I didn't really do as much, so I came in as like, man, I gotta work, you know. it's time to work. And like I said, all practice, they was giving us good looks. Like the scout team was giving us good looks, so I shout out to them. And it was some runs where during practice I struggled, but I got it right. And then for the game, man, I just did what I do, play football. I mean, it been real good, man. You know, during the off season and stuff, I feel like I coached up my guys pretty good. Not only just my guys, but everybody on the team. I just feel like I've been playing a big role in that, and I just feel like we've been doing real good, man.
And now, next up for the Bears, the Battle of Baton Rouge against the University Lab Cubs. The Cubs have taken the last 2 meetings against the Bears, and it's always a special night when these two teams play.
Yeah, great football game. You know, they're a great team, great coaching staff, a lot of community ties and that kind of thing. So looking forward to a great game. Yeah, for us, it comes down to playing disciplined football, you know, and all the things that we talk about on a daily basis, you know, disciplined football, playing with great effort, being unified, and finishing the game. So. I mean, my thoughts, I just treat it like a regular game, you know. It ain't nothing too major to me, you know. Coach, like we said, just stay disciplined, tune out the outside stuff, and we just locked in, making sure we having good preparation.
Reporting for the LHSAA Network, I'm Spencer Verrett.
We've got more action from the volleyball court coming your way. We sit down with the Mount Carmel Cubs to hear the latest on the program. Don't go anywhere. The High School Spotlight will be right back.
If you want to break the rock, you need to make yourself indestructible. If you want to play between the hedges, you need to work out there, up there, down there, everywhere. If you want to reach the win bar, you need to lose sleep, lose count. You need to play every game like you got nothing to lose.
At Auctioner, we know healing is a team sport. That's why we've partnered with world-renowned orthopedic surgeon Dr. James Andrews to create the Auctioner Andrews Orthopedics and Sports Medicine Institute. Whether you're a professional athlete or a weekend warrior, our team of specialists are dedicated to getting you back in the game. So whatever your reasons are for reaching your personal best, we've only got one. You. Auctioner Andrews Institute. Long live you.
Welcome back. Mount Carmel Volleyball is simply put an elite program. The Cubs have won a total of 14 state championships, consecutively claiming 6 of those titles from 2014 to 2019. But it's now been 5 years since Mount Carmel last hoisted up a state champion trophy. Actually, they haven't been back to the title game since 2022. But this year, the Cubs are ready and determined to go all the way. Mount Carmel is relying on a positive mindset and a team chemistry to help them finish the job and bring home state championship number 15.
We're more focusing this year on the mental side of the game. I think that's what beat us last year, where we fell short, is just the mental side of the game. We would get beat a lot mentally and beat ourselves down. But I think this year we're just focusing on how you respond, focusing on keeping a positive mindset through, even if you make errors, just staying positive and focusing on the good that you do bring to our team.
The mindset shift and mental stamina of the Cubs have directly impacted the culture of the team.
They are truly have a great chemistry, all of them. Like I said, it's more of a team first, not kind of about me, but a team first environment, and they're having fun.
I think that we have a really good connection with each other, like on and off the court. I think that we just flow very well together, and Yeah, I think we just have really good flow.
Mount Carmel graduated 7 seniors, most of those being starters for the Cubs. However, the players stepping into these starting roles are no strangers to the program and know what it takes to play the high-quality brand of volleyball that is Mount Carmel.
Most of the ones that are on the court now, they've been practicing with us for a year or two, so they kind of know the expectation and the standard. We do have a transfer who she did her time last year but didn't really practice with us, so they're still starting to get to mesh together. But I think as a team they're really adjusting well to the changes and adapting and doing just great.
I think last year we did have 7 seniors, so them leaving and us having to step into the role has really been a big part of us, because we really weren't big names in the program before this year, but us really being okay, y'all, this is the time, we got to play.
The Cubs have 5 seniors this year who are the heart of the team.
They are the glue to this team, and I think about future a lot, and thinking about losing them, I'm we're going to take a hit. But we do have people to step up, but they are the glue. They're just so much fun, and they do bring a lot, to our court for us to be successful.
Definitely leaders, overall, they're definitely big, have a lot of leadership, and if we're down, there'll be the people that will get us back in the game and get us back up.
Team first. They are very team first people, and they just want the best for the program, whether they're out there or not. But they are out there. But they just want the best for our program and our players, and just to keep the legacy going of having fun and doing your best.
Every senior class is special, dedicating years to the program. However, this year's senior class at Mount Carmel is extra special to their head coach for another reason.
I'm the only coach that they have had. So I've been head coach for 3 years, so all of my players on varsity have all been with me, whether they've been JV and then moving to varsity.
It's been kind of cool because we've had her the entire time basically as we've been at Mount Carmel, so just seeing the way she's changed from us being us being freshmen to us now. She's grown with us.
I think we have a close, tight-knit relationship. Like I said, they know me, I know them. They know the standard, and I know their personalities and what they need in that moment.
While there is a mindset shift and a new senior class guiding the Cubs this year, the standard and expectations of Mount Carmel volleyball haven't changed one bit.
We have a very, very, very high standard. Every single person on the team is pushing each other, even through practice. Even the girls that don't play, we're pushing each other the entire time.
It's I've always wanted to be on Mount Carmel volleyball since I was little. So to be in this position now, it's definitely a big role that I have to fill. And I know that I have to do my best every game because you never know who's watching or anything.
They love to play too. That's the thing. They love to play. We all share the passion for the game. So it doesn't take a lot of having to push or beg them to play. They love to come to practice. I love being with them, and it's just fun.
Coming up, we relive some of the best moments from week 2 of high school football. Don't go anywhere. The High School Spotlight will be right back.
For over 100 years, our families have gathered together to share with each other our challenges and hopes, to take this light we've been gifted and paint a brighter future for the next generation. The seeds we plant today are the bounty we harvest tomorrow. As farmers, we know that together we're stronger than we could ever be apart. We're the Louisiana Farm Bureau, and we're the voice of Louisiana agriculture.
Protect what matters most to you and find out the many ways you can benefit. 100% free tuition and fees to all state colleges. Job training in over 150 different career fields, healthcare, pay, and much more. The Louisiana Army National Guard. Part-time service with lifelong benefits. Find out more by visiting www.lang-recruiting.com.
So it's going to come down to this. Can they do it? Oh no, they missed it! Wait a minute. There's a flag on the play!
Auctioneer, we know healing is a team sport. That's why we've partnered with world-renowned orthopedic surgeon Dr. James Andrews to create the Auctioneer Andrews Orthopedics and Sports Medicine Institute. Whether you're a professional athlete or a weekend warrior, our team of specialists are dedicated to getting you back in the game. So whatever your reasons are for reaching your personal best, we've only got one: you. Auctioneer Andrews Institute. Long live you.
Welcome back. We wrap up tonight's episode with one of the most exciting segments of our show, the LHSAA Network's Pick 6, where we show you the big-time, show-stopping moments from high school football last week.
Pick number 1 for our Week 2 Pick 6 has to be Pop Houston of Evangel, picking the LSU Tigers.
I had honestly decided like a few weeks ago, and then just a lot of prayer, a lot of talking to the parents and going down on all my core values, and that's when I decided.
I got jitters. It's still kind of unreal to me.
Pick number 2 for Week 2 is the other nationally ranked quarterback from the boot, Dunham Tiger Elijah Haven, who racked up 6 of his 8 touchdowns through the air in a rout of 5A Live Oak. Pick number 3, how about a third quarterback who's a Gator, who fared much better than Florida's quarterback in Death Valley. 4-year starter Cooper Babbitt, leading his Santa Maria Gators to an eye-popping 60-56 win over Cecilia at the Pit, with the final score coming just before time ran out on the defending state champion Bulldog. Pick number 4 is another QB better known for his wheels than his air assaults. And man, did he prove it on this play. Braylon Walker leading his Lafayette Christian Knights past 5A Karen Crow 41-38, putting his team atop the latest 2A statewide poll. For pick number 5, we turn to number 6 for Rummel, who picks up this muff kickoff right after U-High took the lead, 17 seconds till halftime. And all Jaden Terrence does is blaze the Superdome turf for 97 yards. They go on to win it 30-17. And number 6, a couple of picks from the past in the boot, now playing in Tiger Stadium on Saturday nights, is the proud owner of a pick 6. They clinched the Tigers' latest win in the SEC opener. Deshaun Spears from Denham Springs had not 1 but 2 picks on the night, including this one he took to the house, touching off a huge celebration right in front of the LSU student section. Until next week, I'm Steve Schneider with the Pick 6.
There's definitely going to be some more exciting moments over on the gridiron in our game of the week, which will be Lutcher and Liberty tomorrow night, Thursday, September 18th. You can find live coverage of that exciting matchup right here on the LHSAA network. Make sure to tune in next week for another high school spotlight, where we show you some of the best high school sports teams around the entire state. Thanks for watching the High School Spotlight.